Hey guys, Justin here in the 2x2 test tent with another unboxing video. This one is another budget light. This one's from a company called Wegrow, and there's actually quite a bit of info just right on the outside of the box. As usual, we have the watt meter, the meter, we got the power and spectrometer, and then we've got the heat meter. And then, of course, we've got baby Katana. So let's get the meters out of the way, and we will take a look at this box. Now, this did come from Amazon, and it was in a box, but it wasn't a huge box, so I went ahead and deboxed it from the first box. But take a look at the info that's on the box. So, it is the Q1000 LED grow light. Kind of interesting here. It shows the brightness in lumens there, kind of like as if it was a light bulb. Kind of interesting. And you can see it comes with the remote. We've got the power switch, US type plug, and then the energy cost particulars. That is based on 3 hours a day. It said it'll cost $14.40 per year. Now, if you wanted to be, you could calculate that as flour. Just 3 times 4, times that by 4, and there's your yearly cost to flour it all year. So kind of cool. Also on the side over here, they've got the 1-year warranty and some warnings also. So let's go ahead and get into this here. Got baby Katana cut through the seal. And here we go. Let's see what we got in the box. Got the accessory bag. User manual. Let's see here. Fold out. There we go. Here's all the lights in their whole lineup here. If you want to pause to take a look at that, all the particulars. Then they show assembly instructions with hood or without hood, depending on which model you have. Then we got some suggested hanging heights, cautions, remote, how to control the lights, and then warranty. So warranty is within 3 months, free components, repair, and shipping. 3 months to a year, you pay one-way shipping. So it's kind of a 3-month warranty, because after that you got to pay one-way shipping on a light that costs like 80 bucks already. So shipping's probably going to be 20-30 bucks on a light this size. Yeah, just not really worth it. So consider it to be a 3-month warranty, basically, in my opinion. We got some zip ties, and not really sure why, but we got name, head, chest, length, weight, and date. Oh, okay. So it's a meter. An analog meter. Ooh, batteries. Wow, that's actually worth a little bit of money there. Those type of batteries. Kind of expensive. There's our remote control. A lot of stuff in this accessory bag. We got hanging kit. And rope ratchets. Let's see what we got. And the gears. Plastic gears. Kind of what I figured. Plastic gear rope ratchets. Now we get down to the light. Let's see what we got. Alright, well, it's a little longer than I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. But anyway, you can see there is a bit of that coating on the board there to kind of protect the diodes. Very shiny, sticky coating. Pretty decent light. I actually thought it was going to be smaller. I was picturing something more square rather than something rectangular. So, pretty nice surprise. Very, very thin. Very, very thin. It's definitely like kind of like the unit farm that I reviewed. Very similar. I mean, there is no driver attached to it. All you get on the back is a metal plate and a sticker. A couple stickers. There's a shot of the stickers. You want to take a look at that. And then, yeah, I guess our driver's inside here in this box. The only thing about the box that I do not like, here, let me flip it this way. As you can see here, is right up against some diodes. So that box is going to really severely block a lot of these diodes all through here. All through here. So that's the design I don't really like. I'd rather have that on the back rather than on the front. So just a suggestion for the future for them. Then we've got a power switch in line, non-detachable really. I mean, you could unscrew it there, I guess, if you wanted to, and then that just plugs right in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get this thing hooked up and get some meters under it and see what she can do. Alright guys, we are back, and pretty easy to hang, pretty standard. Got your standard hanging kit, rope ratchets, good to go. Pretty simple. Let's take a look at the bottom side, because this is actually an interesting part here. Definitely a little bit different diode layout than what I've ever seen before. They've got the rows of red split up, which is definitely, I don't know that I've ever seen that on any of these board lights recently. And look at how many infrared there are. Holy crap. That's more infrared that are on most 4x4 panels. That's nuts. Wow. Well, that's kind of cool. So that's going to raise your leaf temperature, which a lot of LEDs have trouble with, is getting that leaf temperature up. So it's gonna definitely help out with that. I like that. I like it. So we've got the remote, and I just wanted to point out that it only takes one battery. They give you an extra one, so that's kind of cool. I was thinking it was going to suck if it takes two, because I think those batteries are like $3 or $4 each. It depends on how often it goes through it. But yeah, it's pretty easy to set up. Actually, super, super easy. All you have to do is turn on the light with this switch here. You can turn it on and off, as you can see there. And you turn it on within 5 seconds. You hold down this button, and the light will flash, and that pairs it. And then from there, you can just control it how you want. Dim it up, dim it down, shut it off, turn it on, whatever you want to do. It does have some timer features on here, but the only useful one really is 12-hour. The other one's 8-hour and 2-hour. So, it is what it is. At least you could use the 12-hour one, or you could hook it up to a regular timer, of course. But let's go ahead and I'm going to get the light in the room off in here, and we'll get it rolling. Alright, now we're totally dark, and of course, got this set to 21.5 inches here. 21.5 inches. Now that's 21.5 inches off the floor. It is going to be only 16 inches off of the sensor right here. So that's a 16-inch canopy range is what I'm testing currently. as usual. So let's go ahead and take the first reading. This is at the lowest possible setting that you can run it at. 48. Look at that bump. Look at that IR bump down there at 740. Holy crap. That's a big bump. This thing's packing some IR compared to a lot of the other ones. The far red. Definitely packing some deep reds there. That's badass. So first level, not really strong enough to do much unless you're going to lower it down. So let's go up to the next level. It's not taking a whole lot of wattage at the first level though. So bump it up. It's going to settle at what? 37, 38 watts, something like that. Now we're in seedling territory, pretty much. 141. Drops down to 81 on the side though, so not quite there. Let's bump it up another notch. 237. You could still run seedlings on that if you wanted to. 134. You could do seedlings with that too. So I think this is going to be our seedling setting. 121. Yeah, so what is this? 2 clicks up. Yeah, 2 clicks up is where we're going to be for seedlings. And you could run seedlings through the entire tent. And this is a 27 by 27 tent. It is not a 24 by 24, so it is a little bit bigger. So that's actually pretty nice so far. Let's click it up one more. And that brings us to 329, which is just about where I like to veg. 350 and up is usually where I like to veg. So let's bring it up another notch there. And I think that's going to be max. Yep, that is max. And that puts us at 470, which for me is a little bit high for veg. I like to stay under 400, but some people might be able to push that. Let's try the edge. 266. That's a bit of a drop off. Now that is the edge that's being blocked by the box there. So let's try the other edge here. $305 versus 263. So that's the difference that box makes right there. You're losing like 40 par to the side. So no bueno on that. Let's check the back. 293. Front with no reflection. 258. So realistically, this is going to be a veg light in a 2x2 unless you're going to lower it down. So let's go ahead and lower it down and let's see if we can get some flower numbers out of this light. All right, we are back and I have dropped it down to a 12-inch canopy level, which is going to be 17.5 inches off the floor here. There we are. So let's go ahead and take some readings. It is still at full power, maxed out full power. 12 inches off the canopy. 694. We're finally in flower territory. And you can see you got one full PPFD of infrared. You don't really see that very often. Now let's just go ahead and check like the edge of the light here. 455. See, we're already dropping out of flower territory. The other edge that's not being blocked, 532. Now you could flower there. This box is really, really just killing it, man. Just killing it. And not in a good way. Not the way I usually say. It's killing the PARs. It is killing the PPFD. It is killing all of the lumens as well. It's killing everything. But I do like their spectrum, man. Like, that's a nice bump in that far red. They got far red and infrared. Big bump there. So, I don't know. This might be something good to use as a like a supplemental lighting. Yeah, it's 693. Well, let's check the other sides here. 295. 388. Look how much it goes up without having the box. Corner. 265. Far corner. 220. Backside. 283. Front side. Did I already do front side? I don't know. 260. So yeah, I mean, it's a veg light and quite a spotlight actually. It's really hot in the middle and then it dissipates kind of quick out the sides. But if you're looking for a veg light, I think this would be a pretty decent veg light overall for that. I'd like to see a little bit more blue in a veg light, but I've used plenty of red to veg with, and I don't have too many issues with it at all. You might just get a little bit taller plants, and some people like that elongation because then you don't have to defoliate as much usually, and maybe you have a little less to trim at the end because you don't have as dense of a leaf stack. But yeah, I mean, it could be definitely a supplemental sort of light for somebody's grow if you've got a spot in your grow that there's a hole. Maybe you bought a 2x4 light and then you ended up getting a 5x5 and now you're trying to fill that out with a bunch of other little lights. So who knows? There's lots of people with lots of reasons for buying weird shit like this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and warm this sucker up. It's already pretty warm because there's not a whole lot to the back. It's just a slab of metal. So let's let it warm up a little bit more. We'll take some heat readings and we will wrap this up. Alright, we are back and I've let this warm up for about an hour here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results. Now, it is mostly shiny, so the only place that's going to report really well is going to be the stickers here. So let's take a look at what the stickers say. Looking like, boy, 139, 138, 139 is the hot spot there. 140. Wow, man. Yeah, that's pretty warm. That's definitely pretty warm. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, that's hot. So it's definitely it's pushing a lot of power for how much metal it has, because that's pretty warm. I would definitely put a fan on that, and I would not set this cord on top of there. I just wouldn't do that. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, it's a pretty basic light. I mean, you can't really expect much for I mean, you're getting well under $1 a watt for this light, so you can't really expect too much out of it. Obviously, it doesn't have a Meanwell driver, it doesn't have Samsung diodes, but it does have a lot of infrared. So if you're looking for a good source of infrared, maybe some supplemental side lighting, something like that, it may be an option for you, especially since you can kind of turn it off and on, raise it and lower it without being too close to it, so you could put it off on another side of the room and just kind of do whatever you want with it. So kind of a cool thing there. Other than that, I mean, there's not really a whole lot else to say about the light itself. It's pretty cool for what it is, but definitely it's in a market that's pretty competitive in this price bracket, and up to even $150, which I believe is around I think their other light that I'm going to review. I'm going to review one more from them in a bit here. I believe it's a 150 watt version as well. Still well under $1 per watt. And if you guys want to check out a little bit more on this company and their lights, go ahead and click the link below. There is a discount code coupon down there for you if you want to check one out for yourself, save a little bit of cash. But that's pretty much it for this review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, happy growing.